we were launching some new products in New York just a week ago. And there was the CEO and the chair of a very large organisation that worked in the vision impaired field. And I said, so what's your vision? And she said, oh, we don't really have one. I said, well, what difference do you make to the communities that you serve? What difference do you make to the communities you serve? She said, oh, well, we do this, we do that. And I said, no, it's not about what you're doing, it's what is this difference that you are creating? And she said, oh, we work with everyone so they can see possibilities. I said, oh, okay. Did you hear what you just said? She said, I've just got my new vision statement. The important part in that is, I said, now what does everyone mean to you? From whose point of view, everyone? How do you know that you're working with everyone? Yeah, to work with everyone so they can see different possibilities. And then we did the same thing. So what does different possibilities mean to you? What does it look like to other people? How do you know they're different possibilities? What are the different ways we could look at different possibilities? What if it wasn't a possibility that was a possibility? How would you put that into place? And it's just turning all of that into a question. And she was saying, oh my God, this now makes sense why it felt so right to do community engagement, and in particular in those communities that we weren't engaged. So this is sort of all corporate speak stuff. It just means that we were working with everyone and we didn't realise that that's what really drove us. So what does everyone... So you just turn all that into question. And then to see, this is what I loved about it, to see. I said, well, seeing from whose perspective? And what if those who could see, through the work you did, could see differently? And what if the people who couldn't see could also see things that they didn't think they could see because you're showing them ways to see that they hadn't thought of seeing? And this is all about just using each of those words and then just turning it on its head and turning them into questions, which, if you want to use a very sexy term and put in inverted commas, is called strategic conversations. Here's a little exercise if you care to in either your own business or other businesses you're in. Have a look at whatever the vision or the mission is and turn every single word into a question. So if it says, we are here to create whatever, so what does create mean? Create to who? From whose perspective do we mean create? What does create do if we don't create? What are the other ways that we can create that we haven't created?